All right, ebusia for ebema makwaba ene ewie aba Pinaxtv na ye updates ye ebremo ene Thursday ye ebremo ene ewie. Yes, we have a lot of updates ye ebremo yes from politics, sports and others. Yes, very first update ye emamo just coming from the camp of the Black Stars. So as we speak now, Ghana are qualified to the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Now, said in Pimpi, we see, say, Drew say qualified here, then we'll see a lot of players of Ghanaian descent. Now, or more, or say yes, now they are available for the World Cup, and I said they are available to switch to play for Ghana. Now, and amount for Dodona, so Akasa, the Afahun. About players who wants to switch their nationality to come and then play for Ghana. Players BTC Hudson-Odoi and Nketiah Omunyina Omuho ensem aba ka sisi. A lot of people are talking about it. The question is, should we invite them? And I say anyone say you invite you. Nketiah was available somewhere in 2016. Our person called joining a under 17 squad, but as at that time he was rejected. 2019, and I extended Coach Kwesi Appiah extended Senka Omra no me joining the Black Star squad, and so no akasa emum declining say ontimi enjoying several calls and a call so to join the Black Stars, but ya share anymore na omun joining. I said now 2020 6 World Cup, these players are making themselves available. And Chemune said they are ready to switch national allegiance to Ghana so they can join, and then 2026 World Cup no mobetimi ejinem no omo akobobi. One of them are recently Wakasa is Nketiah, trying to talk about the fact that yes, he has a Ghanaian blood running in him. He has a Ghanaian descent. Enti enye din mano se obetimi aswitch in case se Ghana ton safre na obema obeje pene na waba besia kan ama the Ghana Black Stars. Enti yebe koni akotie Nketiah ninsemo a odi tudwa. But then before that, Hudson-Odoi and so is another player say the bidi kan and also so I available say in case Ghana friend now also so ebeba na waba bijinema Bama Ghana. A lot of players recently the Abasabe Tom Cry a Ghanaian goalkeeper or Netherlands or Bonnie Bo Edema Ezi Akma. And also so one of the players also so making itself available Obetimi Ababesia kan Edi Ama Ghana, and also is ready to switch allegiance to come and then play for Ghana. Currently, that goalkeeper Jaden Owusu Ebo Edema the under 20 team of the Netherlands. And also so ready. People are talking, say, hey, is he a replacement for Benjamin Asari? And also so Ewoho. So Nketiah is available. Hudson-Odoi and so available. See a lot of questions. We'll give you a breakdown on how we will, how Ghanaians are approaching this particular story. Nketiah, what exactly he said on a Black Stars call up.
Obviously, like you said, my parents are both Ghanaian of Ghana heritage, so yeah, of course it's a possibility. I think I'm open to both, whether it's playing for Ghana and obviously England as well. Like you said, I've played through the youth team, so naturally, when I was obviously younger, it just made sense. Obviously, they called me up to go and play for them. So obviously, it's good. Obviously, being.
All right, so that was Eddie Nketiah or didn't Etuja say he's readily available to play for the Ghana Black Stars. And a lot of questions across social media. A lot of people are talking. No contribution, no chop. That is the mantra. Ghana for no say the fact someone more qualifies ni binedie. You can see a tonsa na the from. But we know says here from now to the World Cup 2026. We have about 8 to 9 months, and a lot of things can happen. Player betimi epra, player betimi form betimi aba form. A lot of things can happen. Some of the players can even run out of out of club. January eba. Some other players too can omubetimi switch it to. I mean, bigger clubs are performing. And for the call-ups, it depends because from now to World Cup, a lot of months, a lot of games, a lot of international breaks, Others are also, I mean, making it to say, oh yes, I mean, if they are available, we need to beef up the squad for the World Cup. In the adding, and I am Tonsan, I am fa Enfre Omo, no Omomra, because we have a friendly against South Korea on the Kirin Cup, and then we have another one with Japan. Yes, Japan's own is on the Kirin Cup. Cup we last year, Ghana and this year, so Japan near. So we have another one with the Samurais of Japan. People are calling saying, I am from Nanka Omomebo a year, yes, the friendlies nibi. Now you hear omo performance. So omo ya ade ne ehwe say yes, it will be a very good addition. Now why not? Now ya free omo, but you hear say the omo boy, I mean the same thing now to say what yes, semenyomo any inaki mo bone dia. Then I mean we leave it like that. Now World Cup no the old players now call provided say e bedru hono na omo betimi abefi up squad na mana ye. Now there are calls say FIFA so omo be increase players the omo World Cup no from 26 to 30. Enti ye say increments ne be man say e ba say ye the players ne bi beka ho then I think say it will be better say ye the omo be join it because World Cup we there at a point we're like oh they ain't trying and qualify but see I qualify there. We are looking forward, say, between boy homeworking to replicate some of the successes we've achieved a year World Cup. And this is what is a year going on, happening on a year that these foreign-based players, these players are more Ghanaian descent, and so as at now at a point they declined. Others are also talking about commitment. Is it that they are committed to come and play for Ghana? And I say. Omo who says see a collapse no ma free some of these teams or many so because Nketiah looking at the England national team Thomas Tuchel on friend on fan can the plans who cry Callum Hudson-Odoi so sad the same thing Thomas Tuchel on fan no and can the plans who that and he said now young for mon can hold it is it because Omunya team and as a national team England and boy Ghana. This is another question. So people are looking out for the commitment of these players. Are they really going to be committed? And I say they are going to replicate some of the things that happen, especially we have a player Kevin Prince Boateng Assad before World Cup and Obebo World Cup here or 2014 World Cup Osanso switch by. I mean, he still came back, made himself available to come and play for the 2014 World Cup. And yet the same thing that you do with Nketiah and Callum Hudson-Odoi. And I said these players are really committed and they really want to represent Ghana for good. And see, this is the updates back from these players. Now, moving on to Coach Otto-Addo. And also the name Betuja. About these foreign-based players, and as players of Ghanaian descent, almost switch nationality. Ghana. Coach Otto-Addo, Ababa Betuja. Now he wasn't very straight about it. Say from and I say from Coach Otto-Addo. Wabe address these issues because they see the coach. Like I said, technical management committee in the almost Betuja. So yes, indeed. Sometimes or more with the switching of nationality, But as to say, coach never friend, and I say unfriended there. It is between a coach Otto-Addo and the technical team. I'm going to be decided. And see, what exactly coach Otto-Addo edit to because wakasa a lot. I'm a man for started at the more reactions because it looks as if he's not very straight on whether we'll call them or not, because according to Onono, he already has a team that is performing for him. And he say a bedroom year 2026 and next year World Cup bedroom sooner said these players are still available and they are performing. Why not? That is a team where you should qualifies. At me they are qualify. And he say a bedroom ho now say these players that's so ball and they are on top former or he has no issues about calling them. Some of these players too also or making sure that we'll look at how they are performing in their various clubs and their various teams. If they are good enough to beef up the squad, why not? He'll go in and then bring them on board. But there's one controversial thing Coach Hudson-Odoi about some of these players who switch nationalities. During a year, some of these qualifiers, we won't see them, but immediately they see the team doing well, say a year tournaments that I need to set 2026 World Cup. So then all of a sudden you see that all of them are switching or trying to talk about the fact that they are available and would want to play for Ghana. And to Nketiah, some of these comments, I need the most controversial one, Coach Hudson-Odoi Edituja. And to Nketiah, Coach Hudson-Odoi, Mrasis here.
I mean, in general, we will look at each case one by one, and without naming or giving names. There are players which we have been chasing since I was a coach in 2021, who didn't reply to our call or didn't want to come, and it's very, very difficult, to say in general this is what we do. So we have to see each case by case, and it's a different thing if we haven't approached you, and now you want to come, then. We have been approaching you all the way and you said no, but now that as we are at the World Cup, you want to come. And I think Ghana should always have a certain pride also as a country. I think also that we need to go on each player and to check the commitment, which is very, very crucial because we have a very good unity and I definitely don't want to destroy this with bringing players in who don't have the commitment. So commitment has to be first. And then from there, we will see if anyone shows in the next 6, 7, 8 months from his performance, but also from commitments.
All right, so that was a Coach Hudson-Odoi ne presentation. And as an all about the current switch. A lot of players want to switch and play for the Ghana national team. A lot of them, and I say a lot of it will depend on their commitment. Say the are they really committed? And I said now, they want a platform to showcase the other side of them in the national front. Said the bear bit me abomo ama omo etimi again better teams Europe no mabwa and now say they are just in to really commit to the allegiance to Ghana and play for the national team. So this is what Coach Hudson-Odoi Edituja. No Boston so say 6, 7, 8 months anyway. You share or more performance, how they are performing. Now we are going to put all these players in one basket and be monitoring them from now till a World Cup time. No, I mean some let's say a month or 2 weeks to a year the World Cup ankasa proper. No, a month 2 World Cup ankasa proper. No, nina be monitor omo performance, omo form, omo put it up. Omo various clubs na yetimi ahwe na yede assess omo na yahwe dia yebetimi aye about them on the collapse. So this is what Coach Hudson-Odoi had to say about the collapse. A lot of people and so the omo sema betuja, no contribution, no chop amount for kahonsem. And then there are others who are of the belief that yentimi nko 2026 World Cup enkone na mu bia emfama. Now there's a new format, 48 teams, 104 games. And at least Ghana should play a lot of games and sana ya befie because oko near you free muntema most of the times na say team free na I mean the Mundial is still ongoing na utifie na shebi and a lot of people are of the accession. So this time we want to go and then perform. We want to go and do well. And he said these players are available near betimi the omo befie of the squad. Nanka nyehwe ntinkaye coach no enhwe na se edru ho a obetimi ato ne nsa na odi afre some of these players na omo abebo ede ama the Black Stars. And yes, this is from This is from a year. Yes, this is from a year. Coach Otuado, Inaki Williams, where I mean, how they all switched their allegiance to come and play a year for Ghana at a point. He decided not to even come. He felt more of a Spanish than a Ghanaian. But at a point, he decided to switch and come and play for Ghana. I know, and I'm for a break. I say, a friend in Ghana, I am friend on the day, and I was also pen national team. Na obo, Emma, who say free Horbano or start say ya. Oma who say he has Ghanaian blood running in him. You be who now am say oh different day. Or yeah, my Ghana phones. So okay, will show some kind of commitment. I free tones are free. Inaki Williams, a man on also ebe jinemo ebo bi edema Ghana. Oba any share down who know and then the signature or team nimu there, but kakra he's playing. And you better the Inaki Williams or more as at least he came and then he joined. So you go here. As at the time that Inaki switched to come and play a year for Ghana. And see, we'll watch Otuado's video again, and then we'll still come back and talk.
There are more issues, and sometimes it's not only about the guy who is making the run, it's also about those who can give the pass. Find him. Yeah. So we have to find better connection between him. He has to adapt better. I think also the players have to adapt more to him, and this is the key at the end. We have to see how we can integrate him best, and I as a coach have to find a position for him to how to integrate as best. But him also, he has to stay easy, stay balanced. Yeah. Don't think about to make it too complicated. And if we all work to the same direction, I think he will benefit of it because the quality, like you said, is too high.
One of the new players you introduced into the team was Kwesi Sibo, and he seemed to speak very highly of you. He shared with me the conversation you had with him before he got his debut call-up, and he mentioned, I see you smiling, he mentioned the things that you liked about him and the things that you said he needed to improve on. What impression has he made since he actually got into the team?
Yeah, I mean, like, very good impressions. So I think he just trained 2 times with us, or maybe 1 time before he played. But these 2 trainings were so impressive that I said, okay, this guy is going to play.
Okay, so that was Black Stars coach Otuado. Earlier on a year, Inaki Williams, and then the next one on a year, Kwesi Sibo, the very new inclusion to a year, the Black Stars squad. We all know how he's been performing at a point. Na ne passes no and shut down. But we could see the last game that we played, he was 6. You could see that he was very cautious. He made sure, ball enter no, because you had a shield to the defenders. And yes, Coach Otuado, who said it has been an impressive year performance from a year Kwesi Sibo. And then he also talked about passes are most of them time called Inaki Williams and so. And yes, Kwesi Sibo has been a better inclusion to, and I say a best inclusion. I will be to Elisha Usune Sales Abdul Samed Mo, our partner, because for a long time we're looking for someone who can be able to allow Partey to play freely, because at a point say nipa on the partner fifi honia untimi nya hon konfinfin say ehun se Kwesi Sibo bae no, he's doing, as we can say, he's doing all the dirty works. Your last match with a Comoros card. At a point he had to sacrifice, because when we say only card until only card dear or bet me at least sacrifice himself and then make some kind of tackles for Ghana. I course my who say Thomas Partey etimi a year assist in our last games are Kwesi Sibo ebo you say Thomas Partey is scoring, he's making assist, and then his goal contribution has been very superb from a defensive midfielder as Thomas Partey. And yes, that is the call-ups. Ghanaians abroad of Ghanaian descent. They want to switch their allegiance to Ghana. Coach Otuado Naki Williams and Awasanso Akasa Afa Eye Kwesi Sibo. And yes, we are monitoring these players, and then we'll see how best we can include them into the squad. And then the new additions on my bar, so more improving in the so you better monitor more. I could see the time that the call-ups will come. Hoping, say, FIFA ebe increase from 26 to 30 man squad at the Ama national teams. No, then we can make all these additions. This is from a coach Otuado and Sema Ode Abetuja. Now moving on into our updates. Burkina Faso, they were expecting Sir and Omubetimi are joining the other teams for the playoff. The president of Burkina Faso, Akasa, Edinin Sema Abetuja. He's demanding explanations from CAF. Say den and our points 21 points or munya and to me and for one qualify into the playoffs Morocco next month or month me uncle Bobby. And a lot of questions because my bread because of Burkina Faso our bread in this qualify because when we started the qualifiers they were playing home away from home. Now, yes, pitches stadiums were not granting them a CAF standard for them to play category A matches. Burkina Faso. Where for say try kunya stadium at the national team. They say more home. When they launched the stadium. After that, who said they were winning. Ebedi second with 21 points. So meant to me and found qualified. Enti then Nigeria it me qualify over them. Burkina Faso president Captain Ibrahim Traore he's demanding for explanations from the Confederation of African football. Yes, a lot of people are talking about it. Say then Nigeria it me qualify over Burkina. Na yebekaya Burkina group no the OD last Djibouti. Burkina home and away 6 points and omuji free Djibouti ho. Enti eba with the new rule by this year March 2025 FIFA buy that say Burkina Faso points no munya 21 nyina no ye bete 6 points free because FIFA rule na buy and say because of Eritrea Omo players no be ombeko bi omtimi dwane emfa ho se Mali kra no ombeko a ombetimi adwane afri camp afere ye players ya yehu omo enti president na de betu dwa se omtimi more qualifiers ni bi asset now enti omo withdraw ye sa group no koye 5 teams enti se see no 4 teams 4 second best place teams are ye from all the groups no e command rule no change ye Ekoye said now all the teams no more way and as the last teams in every group no ye be you omo edi omo free groups name na ye de omo point place teams no matches na money omo boy no goal difference and it's me a 4 goals almost share Benin in their last match and a properly almost the 1 goal difference between Burkina Faso and Nigeria 1 goal difference and now omutimi a sign na way and amount for we kasafa even Burkina Faso captain on also adding in Semaba Betuja about this particular qualification or went to me and qualify into the playoffs. And a lot of people are Kasafa home and kakra, especially between Nigeria and Burkina Faso there and yede amamono because say unya 6 points if we the last team no the already anymore. Not just a better points in every Nigeria group on with Nigeria. They drew with Zimbabwe home and away matches na 1-1 and omo boy as it now and community omu wini cry omunya 6 points every year Burkina Zimbabwe at least that one would have propelled them to be first group nim, but omunya 2 points and a free Zimbabwe ho and Zimbabwe 2 points now a free Nigeria 17 no almost benya 15 points. Now the points are 15. No matter how many points we were having before the deduction, now we all have 15 points. It's a goal difference. And Nigeria etimi a free group ni mo etimi ede kwakobo playoffs ni bi. It's a long journey for them. But we hope say at least Nigeria can go through that a year stretch now etimi they are qualify. Yes. So that is a year and no when and I could see say Nigeria and Benin Bowie and they were very, very happy with a year the results. And that is from a year Burkina Faso or more qualification or more qualify even into the playoffs. Or more president Eddie Ababe Tuja said he needs explanations, he needs clarification. Car from random church in Muncheno the entire Nigeria qualified over a year Burkina Faso. Now let's go to a year Ghanaian's number one a year stopper. Benjamin Asare. Say the ono any Ghana's number one. Praying the ono and a Chima Ghana. The deal for Friday man Mr. Clean Sheets. 6 games, 5 clean sheets, 1 goal conceded. And when the matches our boy Edema a Ghana Black Stars during the qualification. No. Now I'm out for a break. I say okay when you know also already 33 years. More sure. I pay you on 45, 46, 50 and because ocean appearance now that is what people are saying. So when you need now I mean football age and now no Eddie elbow no and I mean a lot of people are talking and ono akasa de betuja some more munim ne de munim say enye say we diabro 33 years wa brem and ono ade ne nsem ebetuja one interviewer or grant here or the nsem betuja start here ebobo free baby a free e dey abedu say same way a lot of people am for try say won be ya ne yi na free ho etien kotie ne nsem o de tudwa about any age am for ka ho nsem ne kotie what exactly goalkeeper Benjamin Asare de tudwa yen kotie ne nsam
ya na bi no mo kire say oba the seriousness ori PM ebeda po ni muni e bi say senior man the old say ye nananom powers ni niema wo ni face out mu say senior man bi na watwa no ho afa etire abeda po ni muni e no am che say untmi hwe obi anim e draw conclusion say ni pana di say na say obi an ne level or dey ba e bia struggles ni niema ni pana form no e da bonti so ye 33 years.
Yes. Oh exactly sure 33 years because the entire America say 33 years no it is obi a on him so on him because football there say nyambe shira we fa nyama bibre no there audition because the entire America say 33 years na menya no enu nche say the America na bia mboa bia obi we chi obi fi say bia mboa na wo hwe me me ye training pa na me kura me ntwa wa no the tennis say nipa ni 33 a short ni niema e ba no 50 years ni sa ni ma no untini e be fail you but won say ball ni ba the way a utumi ene the way a uhuri ball no sa niema ni nyina omo what that doubt no so mo consider e ho ni nyina me a train pa because Ronaldo say Ronaldo wo be 40 something won say ontumi enyane kesi biem say o gina nim ho yes but the movement a wo ye ene say omo ball back we ma uyi ball no e da ho ni yi say nipa no wo be 50 something and kura be expose no tell me how they have that belief. Ten one no. Tina o chirem. It says no can because me fat training dey agro because me ade a me dey ato me so mpese me ye no apart from football me share dan me adwuma bia anti me dey me fat training ana training so far so wo ye training so na nyama bi hu say esun foreign based living and esun Ghana in a life living because in foreign living who are footballer who be processing who be fa nyama bi.
Okay, so that was a year Benjamin Asare SM and I could see in SM no in church mu de munina mote ye or say Ni training na all year no. I mean on now. It's not like on the namsa. I mean odi training na kasa. From House of Folk training, sometimes you be no beach na oye training and you no oye training. Ube hunu no joge Jamestown ho oye odi training ube so odi training na kasa. Enti enye se ebia wa for gini age and I say when you no abeka che Ghana for so we 33 years no. Because on abo ni tikra na ye enche ebia and I will join a Great Olympics because we bought a Division 1 sanity and a year ultimately boy a Great Olympics. Emma has a folk for who now after the clean sheets or the year the man a year Olympics you know still now almost relegation as at the time or joining and that team no baby I do need a cat and in the clean sheet or to me keep him out on a House of Folk as who now I'm going to buy ya or be joining House of Folk. I must say the story is very different. Emma, you see, I want Black Stars, number 1. And the man for and Kasa and funny age, who said when you know, Obi yes, or that kind of face, no, or that kind of physique, no, so when they say, oh, Nipedi has when you knew about to be come no, not only Andrew baby, and she will say yes, training there, or Dibia and Kasa. A lot of people were also talking about the fact that, hey, and they say that I feel no better to say that be, we're too quiet. Dodo na nye World Cup in ebe na tu kwan wakọ trials dodo na ansa no di be pay Division 1 mu Ghana sisi a story no asesa e de ama no. And yes, that is Ghana's number 1 on 4G in age and no. We'll move on to other updates. Now other updates and a lot of people are confused. Say the medi kan you know. Say then Nigeria team qualify because a lot of teams points be no more points be the China Nigeria na den na omo qualify and the 4 groups no one after the other ni acham with the ruler CAF e de bae say Nigeria betimi join Gabon any Cameroon any the other teams no na omo akwakobo playoff no and these 4 teams na omo qualify no omo rule bia CAF e de bae as of March 2025, say them di kan no, ena ama omo etumi a qualifier. See omo kwakobo playoff no. Now omo ne other African teams omo qualifier they will represent Africa in the continental playoff. Playoff no nya Africa nkwa. From here they will move to the continental playoff that is coming off in March. Mexico. Ena omo kwakobo playoffs no for continental. Omone other continents ena ebebo. Enti uwe groups numa mo amudi first no say them di kan no. Those who were placed first and I said they were first after the 10 matches are a boy no. Omo ena enya automatic qualification. Mo amudi second no mo ena se behwem ne yi emu 4 mo ya de na mo akakobo playoff no. Enti se because of withdrawal of Eritrea from group num Emma Mubeka 5 no. Now they have to consider 8 matches, not 10 matches. Now they have to consider 8 matches because now they are dealing with a 5-team group. Group no say use 5 teams and the 5 teams no about 8 matches home and away with 4 teams into about 8 matches into use 8 matches match ben ye be free match a be ye free the last year team now or the already no after the matches no or no the matches are the boy no ye budget points no any goals no the free ho the amamo and ye free ho now that means say points no so bet cra this imagine say team now away no o share no home and away as all the cat 6 points ye bet the free points now unya no. And he said Nigeria because a lot of Ghanaians were like Madagascar crying 19 points then and momentum qualify into the playoff now Nigeria mom and qualify you Madagascar there now omo Chad omo ball or ball home and away omo share omo and Madagascar say no more 19 points no 6 points free mukra omo that 13 points and that means Nigeria on 15 points omo ebetimi dia qualify. It is quite unfortunate say etimi ekobasa because Nigeria with 17 oti2 ni free man. Yes, everybody got 15 points and the 15 points no and Nigeria timi qualify over the other teams are ebi mo kura nya 22 points, but still now omo ntimi and qualify ewo ehonum. And that is a Nigeria story. Emma amanfo bebre de ba say mo nko petition ebi mo say mo fa nko CAS, Court of Arbitration for Sports, or mo fa nko na ebi mo so CAS say ansem na ye 2 on Nigeria's issue. Eye 2 say mo am qualify and nka mo deserve no mo fa nko court. Ebi mo so say mo atwenya masesi emra na bedwe mo awie no afa na mo so mo de court ade na ba March 2025 no those rules no man ko challenge na sesi ya aba be bomo ena mo eba be kasa ho. Yes indeed, I said now rule no apply to some of them or may lose playoff no for the qualifiers no. They have every right so be challenge and challenge no be challenge yeah. They are talking about the fact that also before the playoffs never start. The playoffs never start here. You may not have any case. The thing is, say emra aba na opese oka ho sema. Se emra ne hwewa unyina so ne sen a ode be court. So let's look at what we have on our screens. World Cup playoffs and how it works. FIFA playoffs tournaments. The Intercontinental playoff will be held March 2025, North America with 6 teams. That is Mexico. And we CAF. I think I be determined, so to be determined. And AFC, Asian Football Confederation. Almost also rep in. Then we also have CONCACAF. 2 runner-ups and also to be determined, and a CONMEBOL and also 7th place team. Ball, I think 11 teams or so. And the OD is 7 no, so now they had 6 slots. And now we have Argentina, Brazil, and those teams no coming from there. And no Bolivia and Omudi is 7th. And the 7th no. And I qualify into the playoffs. And the playoff normally an automatic qualification. They are not playing CONMEBOL playoff. They are coming straight into the Intercontinental playoffs. Then we have Oceania FC, and also we Oceania Football Confederation, and also runner-up and New Caledonia, only New Zealand, and the quarter-final. Almost also teams. No, I think it was about 7 or so, or 8. Into the ball from semi-final, quarter-final, semi-final, and then to the final. Into ball and New Zealand and a Koshiam or final, and a New Zealand let's show 3-0. Emma New Caledonia omo entimi and fan qualify automatically. Omo slot no 1 slot, and 1 person will qualify. The other one will come for the Intercontinental. So the 4 least ranked teams will square up in an unseeded playoff. So only 2 teams are left. Nigeria is very lucky to be seeded in the Intercontinental if they qualify, because teams now Nigeria ranks higher than them. Team are free AFC any CONCACAF crab, but still now Nigeria is ranked higher than them, and so Nigeria will go straight into the semis of the Intercontinental. The 2 best ranked teams, most likely inclusive of Africa's inclusive of Africa's reps who are seeded, will battle the winners of the unseeded playoffs with 2 World Cup tickets for grabs. And the 2 seeded teams no will wait, because 6 teams and Ibenya, 2 is from the CONMEBOL and Ibebanti. 2 teams are qualifying, and those 4 teams will go straight into a semi-final or Mobile semi-final separate. The Obe will go and face the African reps for the final. And Nigeria to qualify from this group CAF playoffs of which Nigeria will be facing Gabon. Cameroon too will be facing DRC. Not winners or more Ebebo, and also on November 15th or Morocco. The Obe winning and now Obe if Nigeria is lucky and qualify from the CAF playoff now, we can guarantee say Nigeria will definitely be in the 2026 World Cup, giving Africa a 10 team rep World Cup nasi. So Cameroon too is playing DRC. Cameroon is also many because omo FA the Fecafoot FA omo Cameroon President Atunsa from almost strong warning says on when to me and qualify Cameroon through the playoffs omo ebegu eye efe no wo Cameroon omo begu ni nyina na omo asa hyase with a normalization enim say bia to Ghana pen wabra eye Kwesi Nyantakyi was banned. We had to go through the normalization before CAF FIFA ebesa achi atum enti it is going to be a very tough challenge for a year Nigeria. So Nigeria will face Gabon in the semi-final. If the Eagles triumph, they will square up against the winner of the other semi-final. Final tie for chance to be Africa's representative at the intercontinental playoffs. A very shocking. So we want to say Gabon be free baby. Now Omo are qualified. Congo be ensu free baby. Yebeka Congo ne Senegal. Omo bo there was a clash in the stadium. Emma and Sembe Bracisi. So all these teams are poised to grab the African ticket into the intercontinental playoffs. Nigeria and so Kahu Ewo Ehonum. And yes, these teams qualified as the best second placed teams Ewo African qualification. And in Morocco next month, somewhere in the middle of next month, Omo Ebesadi CNE, and also another tie. Whilst Ghana is playing a year relaxed, a year trying to prepare for a year the 2026 World Cup, we'll have Nigeria still battling it out there in a year Morocco, trying to win a ticket into the intercontinental a year playoffs from a year Africa, and that's a CAF. And we are looking forward for a year this intercontinental playoffs a bit ekoso ewo a year Morocco. Now yet me rep. Every a year Africa no omo akwakojina ya name. We are hoping Africa will get 10 teams omo be able representing a year Africa a year World Cup 2026. And yes, that is what we have there. Gabon against Nigeria is not going to be an easy task. Gabon against Nigeria is not going to be an easy task because there's one Aubameyang last 2 games or ball 4 goals and it's not going to be an easy task for Nigeria, but we hope the Green Super Eagles they can conjure some magic, and then because playoffs Nigeria nkwedi ni ebo yembo Cameroon yembo Gabon and DRC. Nigeria is the team a lot of people are hoping omo ebetimi qualify, and then we'll have a Ghana Nigeria team in the next year World Cup ever. So yes, that is what we have for you, the updates we have for you in sports. Now we move on to other updates. We know the 31st January is still set for a year NPP's primaries are omo eba bekwa. The Dr. Mahmoud Baumia at that third. Now this summer or the Ababe no, I mean he's wakasa bebre again or the Ababe Tuja. Now he's talking about the fact that he has sacrificed a lot to serve the NPP party. Juma bebre or why a friend no na all year. I mean what didn't you know to ebe survey for a year the NPP party na ngasa. Yebere 2008. No kuta Juma ke sie Ghana has say as the vice president, the vice governor to the Bank of Ghana, now on a vice. Emma or the Jumane to in 2008. Then someone said, "Oh, President Gufona appointed him. It is a party now me in a different jurisdiction. Why not? Or by a survey 2012 also sa no Zimbabwe survey African Development Bank. And also sa yes our friend or the Juma we na to a Babe boy party, especially in 2016, or sure President, the then candidate, former President Akufo-Addo said, we are going to win the 2016 election. And when you now we're to and on the boy party, and he says, yeah, Drew so say Olidi party with all this sacrifice, he's ready and ever ready to lead the new patriotic party. Come 31st January, Monfa a year Frank and Shenensem, now on to Frank and Farmer a year the new patriotic party. What a year Dr. Mahmoud Baumia and Gasa Eddie Tuja, even about a year the current president Mahama, time or catching and now go for the Fanamame. Now, Menyan who you man, what exactly he said about the sacrifice.
Now, Ushe party media. Ejuma me ye wo party mu. Me by the last 16 years. Me de me ho abo afore ama party. 2008 na me wo Bank of Ghana na me ye omo penny governor no Abedi Chiri. Penny no Abedi Chiri, deputy governor of Bank of Ghana. Ena na Akufo-Addo be frame me. O se mimbe ye na Abedi Chiri. Samre no na President Akufo ebedi 8 years. Na nipa bebre cast chire me say, "Mami njai me ejuma no na mimbe ye running mate." Omo say no party are breaking 8 no. Enti me ba yendi nkunim, but me kanchire omo say President Akufo ena appointing me deputy governor. Enti MPP here say meba abeboa na yenya letimi di nkunim a mentimi nkase member. Enti me resigning me job ewo Bank of Ghana be ye running mate of the MPP. Me ba ye yendi nkunim, so me hwehwe ejuma foforo me benya ejuma ewo African Development Bank. Omo de me ko Zimbabwe se me nkoye omo penyi ewo Zimbabwe. We was Zimbabwe and 2012 beduye and Nana Akufo-Addo sambaye or say minjai na membrefi na membeye na Abedi Chiribium for 2012 election. Ye president of African Development Bank Opamicho or say maminjai jumano or Fred President Akufo say onemin kasa say maminjai jumano emba Ghana bium. But me kanchiro mo say since a party no hear me se membra mbeboa de mintimi nkase member me resign here and me samba here and me be ye ejuma as running mate ye ba ye munyina anim se NDC for omuko wie mo ewo 2012 eninti ye ndi nkunim so ye call Supreme Court semokai you and I were not there. Me na me kodi adanse ye ema party no star witness. Me na me ye pink sheet no so me lead team no na ye pink sheet no ejuma no me call Supreme Court eko di adanse eko defendi party no pa yan di nkunim, but ye kire Ghana fo nyina say ye na ye win 2012 election no ye wie ye misimu me ka say me nko bebi abiom metena Ghana na ma bo campaign no me call lecture after lecture after lecture me the pressure egu NDC for so me country Nana Akufo-Addo say 2016 election yidie me pese ojai John Mahama emma me na me no yenko boot for 2016 election.
Okay, enti Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na ekoya ekotie na no di sema odi tudwa about the sacrifices our ye Ediama party no at a point or say ojai bibia to no betna Ghana because there is a 2016 election bia bantina also ojai the oye bia no betna se lectures after lectures after lectures nanado the current president Shannon say on an face so it was very shocking. Say enka president then president to president then vice and as a running mate for no so their face so but where there my running mate to president and omo the face so ye nyina him the outcome of the 2016 elections ye nyina ye nim sem enti Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and nsem de edoso kire say we sacrificing a lot for the party or the enema bebre because unya adwuma because 2008 NPP omo win no after that I also call here adwuma foforo because that time no me amanyo no ho nya afi ne esa because be Bank of Ghana governor and I say the vice dabi and he had to go and look for work somewhere and okonya adwuma offshore yeah adwuma was Zimbabwe and so no echikra still yes atonsa friend no 2012 man ne buy. These are the sacrifices Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia the to just say oh yeah just to come and then serve the New Patriotic Party. And as of now, where all these sacrifices are, nature say yes, he's really ready. Say or best serve the New Patriotic Party as the flag bearer. And the moment a second chance. Now on sa enkobio, now onko jinem emfa emma the New Patriotic Party as the flag bearer into the 2024 elections eba. enti eno na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia de tuja e wona proba obo. Now he's doing a nationwide tour. Enti one of the nationwide tour ni bi ne kasemu no de tuja or chair MPP4 delegates ne se montomano na waye adwuma no ache pa ni tour no emu ena osofo baako e de ne nsem ababe tuja about Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia osofo head pastor of the Presbyterian Church I work Kwame Danso Reverend Christian Frimpong ena ode ne nsem ababe tuja na nsem waka no mu odu pa o se den ena Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and to me enrini 2024 elections no I say spiritual kakra nyame nsa wom nyame ankasa ne ma ni nyina ebaaye na den ti na nyame ema asa ne ma ne baaye osofo de ne nsem ababa betudwa about NPP 2024 elections are omudi ncho from 6 million votes eso te ya bedu 4 million votes ena NPP edi ncho ewo honom enti yenko tie Reverend Christian Frimpong ne nsem a odi etudwa ewo Kwame Danso about Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia yenko tie ne mbra sisi
and you are probably over here. Fabayo Musa say, ya no dimboni bi omaka, ebi and that's all. Tinyame Emane Basa, so the papa equisi. Ordinary Cosia, Ordinary Cosia. Now, Fay, and you may walk on Supra, Yamina Cosia, and any penny who said there be the Canto Papa and Yan Pray. Say, you know, men, I may suffer. Or suffer be a can of credit. Or suffer telling cancer more and get a credit. The young no cost of my money say, when you make a sign papa 18. I don't think a suffer in power. If you have a suffer penny and say, I want to about my religion. But when you mention the two of them in a course were no. I say, I feel you were sorry. And you have a papa with me. In Nippon, Paya Power and doors. They are praying for you secretly. Paya Power said, so Nipa, Ubetima Bench of my God. It's in our behind. You are the Solomon for our country, Ghana. Solomon Ayobia, no one would dear. Now, not any swap people. Now, you will say, Papa, or there will be a young man, you know, will be to my poor, my God. I don't people.
Okay, so that was Reverend Christian Frimpong Nensema or the etuja about Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia trying to let us know. Say nyame ankasa na de ne kosie said the beya and sema ye kafa ne ho nyina bepepa enko do 4 years time the next and nyina pepa no aba as a fresh green leaf said the ebi mo kika say John Dramani Mahama ye sema ye kafa ne ho 2015-16 he came back as an angel that we all don't know. We are yet to get to know him. Reverend Christian Frimpong now moving on other updates. Mamono Hudson-Odoi Amanfo Ede Honsema Betuja. The New Patriotic Party supporters and I say members Omoankasa edi one in strong kompa akwa koma Hudson-Odoi because you see omo was start kasa kan ho ben NPP or kan ho ben kakra asa oye pinido saa no asa de abewrem eno na NPP supporters especially supporters of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia omo de strong warning akwa koma no den ena omo eka yɛbɛkɔ na yɛakɔ akɔhwɛ what exactly the NPP supporters and as a Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia the supporters no ɔmo ka because ɛsi no wohwɛ ne stance as a ɔka ne ho abɛn Honorable Kennedy Japan sɛ mpo campaign ɛde ama no aka nsɛm bebree ɛde ato dwa nti wode yɛnkɔ first of all let's go and listen to Hudson-Odoi ɔno ankasa ne nsɛm a ɔkaeɛ about Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and the 31st January election NPP ɛba abɛkɔ ne yɛnkɔ tie Hudson-Odoi ne nsɛm a ɔde to dwa.
Yes, $1 million. I want account to me. That Bawumia na wo na wo hefa na wo school na wo nya adwuma bia Kende Japan say ono de ye nyina enim say oye businessman until recently okokodi board chair be 2 years bi any ade no on hold government position that business no oye under NDC no oye contract and MPP oye no contract eti disika no nya na nya Bawumia ne maninya ni sika therefore bi te say brand champion eti say Bawumia atwemu say wono na maya winning 2016 a oboa oh oboa MPP for nyina na yakabo mu and ya winning 2016 now who can the Japosika would try no there are certain things I don't want to say 2016 what do you see cap can okay me ka hona e bia ye be frame me say me fa ho e be ka say me fa ho adanse mra what do you see cap kokko tua wo baabi e ma ya winning the elections wo ba betra no ma ba kika sanse boy Kennedy Japan Brian Champon any omo guy ka ho ko Brian Japan mo wo mo contribution to the victory yeah wo see then ebia me say me ameti hey abenyo bia kra no my contribution to the victory in 2016 but Bawumia cannot match me I didn't tell you oh etene Bawumia nyire no ho obedited
third mom
wa nyire no ho obedited
yes second
me say sa
I said na we so ma hye dwuma ma no
me say wa nyire no ho a obedited asem a me kantie me ye ba se wa anyire no ho a first no de wa free ho but se wa anyire no ho a
okay and that was Hudson-Odoi and then some of the two about the former Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia going into the 31st January elections. Na ochre say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia entimin claiming a year victory 2016 no emfa mane ho say ono ene boama a year NPP ba mu a collective a year contribution ene ma omu nyina etimi eba aban mu na ohwe ne kasemu a ase o praise Honorable Kennedy Japan say the medi kan no na we ena ama NPP a year yemfa ne say followers no omo ede strong one in akoma no say mane nya na adwen say oye we the ababe rap party nim no matter who will win the flag bearership race no still na he is not part of the party emu bien who be wini ama say Honorable Kennedy Japan po wini kra they will make sure say Hudson-Odoi emma me join the new patriotic party ni bill na he's ungrateful ti yanko ne hwe the message the new patriotic party omo followers de emma Hudson-Odoi yanko na yanko hwe eno so emfamra nti yes that is the kind of one in the NPP followers and as members and as omo deep party na chi de emma Hudson-Odoi so no matter who wins the flag bearership race he is no more part of the NPP omo emma ne omo hwe emma ne nye pinidu sa kakra sa family rap party nti yanko na yanko hwe what exactly they wrote to Hudson-Odoi yanko tie na yanko hwe ne embra sisi.
My last point, they will come and tell you, oh, give us a second chance. Because President Kufuor went 2 times. Akufo-Addo went 3 times. But because they want to deceive you, Edubuahin went only once. Why are they not mentioning Edubuahin's name?
Because when Edubuahin did not perform well, they didn't give him second chance. But from 6.something million votes, you reduce it by 2.1 million votes. And now you want a second chance. It means he's asking you to stay in opposition for 12 years. If that is what you are, even this 9 months, you see how we are sweating? You see, 9 months, you see how we are sweating? So you can imagine if somebody tells you, give me another chance, and it will take you to the next 12 years. So I'm begging you. It's the truth. I have to tell you the truth. When we are in Salaga market, they will tell you, if you bring Kennedy Japan, we are going to vote for you. When we are in the bus, they will tell you, if you bring Kennedy Japan, we will vote for you. Beer bar, bring Kennedy Japan, we will vote for you. Chop bar, bring Kennedy Japan, we will vote for you. What else do we want? Do we just want a flag bearer who will go and lose? Or we want a flag bearer who can win?
All right, so on that video, Honorable Kennedy Japan and ordinance some tuja, and also pro ordinance some tuja, trying to ask questions and then let them know. So this is what has happened before. We don't want to see a replicate of it. The fact that Obi called 3 times, Obi called 2 times, and some winning in Chese, we should still sit down and be in opposition, because 2 times and 3 times no. Ni be 8 years, 12 years near deal. And the young Chinese man 12 years and son will be winning presidency na that be. What kind of a candidates na mo hwehwe mo pedie obeba no de mabelusu no aka chem say oh once am a 3rd time because we call 3 times. That is not supposed to be the excuser. Also Dr. Mahmoud Baumia ina enim say ono na kasa sa no Dr. Mahmoud Baumia na ode eka e de akere no say I mean we shouldn't sit there and let someone on fire akon imprensa ansa na yehu se akodi nkunim abra yebetimi akọ the 2nd time once with Honorable Kennedy Japan na yakwa wini or cite example also omobobo President Kufuor or saying twice Nanado Dankwa also call 3 times and son o wini enti also so man a chance now on call the 2nd time no one share or see they are not mentioning a year Professor Edubuahin because Professor Edubuahin or call back no who say one winning no and one no or man for some farm man and kobio and or chair said that was a serious a year delegator. Now, as at that time, he wants to see that same spirit in the current delegates. Obi Koba when we near, let's try another person. That is what Honorable Kennedy Japan the tuja or some more Matia say, baby Abekobia they can buy a better man. Even NDC for crowd could be some so Kennedy Japan your bar you bet me out to man because you see a lot of people are switching from a party, and they are trying to be in the middle. Almost share senipa way oba obetimi aso we anu amayen obetimi aye we amayen obetimi making sure say all these things that is happening and then yachi we all because when they were in government there were and I said a lot of corruption and an ekoso ye pe obi a obetimi aba be sini nyina no ekwan e de amayen enti sese Ghana is still on the verge. So we are testing near try way. Enti Honorable Kennedy Japan Eddie Ababe to just a try on also so na yenhwe because yentimi ntina asema obi mfa yenko ba ko mienu afede ebedu na miensa na etwa miensa kora na enya wini ye na recorded da ho se obi entimi break 8 once NDC eno ano hwem na ma break 8 now they are going for 12 years in power ebeye den ede ama the new patriotic party it is omon penisa dia any delegates no mokoto aba monto emfama honorable Kennedy akompreko Japan nti ono so ne nsem a odi tu dwa ono so aproba all kono yes we kasa we so kasa eno any the me campaigner the new patriotic party no omo the accord into 31st January election eba so we ɛne the update a yɛde ɛbrɛ mu ɛnɛ ɛhwɛ yi ɛwɔ Pinaxtv yɛbɛda mo ase sɛ mo ne yɛtena yɛ ɛbɛsi sesɛmmerɛ an hour and over mo ne yɛatena ne yɛde update ne bebree na de abrɛ mu from sports to politics enti yɛbɛsa aba na yɛde ɛyɛ the next set of updates ɛde abrɛ mu on Pinaxtv yɛbɛhyɛ sɛ ɔne yɛbɛtena na yɛde update foforɔ no nso so ɛde abrɛ yɛde mu bɛsi ha